Tonight's story is about the night I stopped being the good girl and discovered a side of myself I never knew existed. Between the neon lights, the pulsing music, and three people who changed everything, let's just say this dancer's solo turned into something far more unexpected. This story, it's about letting go, breaking the mold, and realizing that the best nights sometimes begin with a single yes. So, if you're curious about what happens when comfort zones get left behind, stay close, hit that subscribe button, and follow me into a night I'll never forget. The bass wasn't just sound anymore, it had taken over, syncing with my pulse beat for beat. There I was, center stage, moving like I had 1,000 times before, lights bathing me in gold and rose, casting dreamy shadows across the room. The guys scattered around their tables below? Yeah. Their eyes were fire, hungry looks and silent questions. But up there, I wasn't just Ava. I was something else entirely. This invincible, magnetic version of me, daring, bold, electric. But in real life, that wasn't me. Not really. I was the kind who'd turn red if someone said, "Hi," too loudly. The expert in avoiding eye contact, certified president of the thanks, but I'm good club. Not that I had anything against dating or guys or all that, it's just, I didn't trust myself with any of it. Or maybe I didn't trust them. Either way, saying no was safe. Easy. Girl, you lit that stage on fire. Bella's voice jolted me out of my thoughts as I stepped off stage. She handed me a cold bottle of water and wrapped me in one of her trademark bear hugs, full of that bubbly, unstoppable Bella energy that could light up a whole city. Thanks, I murmured, barely audible over the thumping music. Bella and I were night and day. She thrived on attention, always laughing like there was no tomorrow, and she never second-guessed what she wanted. Not once. Sometimes I envied that. She nudged me with her elbow, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Don't look now, but there are 2 certified treats at the bar who are laser-locked on you. I looked. I couldn't help it. And, oh, my goodness. One had that sharp-edged look, smooth skin, angular jaw, and a grin that spelled nothing but trouble. The other? Tall, broad-shouldered, deep brown skin that glowed under the lights, and the calmest, kindest eyes I'd ever seen. He had this confident stillness, and that was somehow even more dangerous. Yeah, no, I blurted out, shaking my head so fast I probably looked cartoonish. Ava, seriously? Bella groaned. I already talked to them. They're normal.
Chill.
Just 2 guys. What's the harm in one night? My stomach flipped like a gymnast. The what-if-s swarmed, some laughably dramatic, others real enough to pinch. But the fear was there, chewing at my resolve like always. And honestly, I was tired of being that girl, the one who always said no. I'm not sure, I muttered, my voice cracking the way it always did when I was unsure. Do it for me? She hit me with the look, the one I never won against. I hesitated, the word no teetering on my tongue. But then I thought about how dull my life had become.
Too quiet.
Too safe.
Too lonely.
Maybe it was time. Fine, I heard myself say, like someone else had taken over. The city sparkled outside as we exited the club, stars and street lamps blending into gold and silver ribbons while we crammed into a cab. Totally surreal. I found myself wedged beside Kofi, aka Mr. Sharp, and Bella cozied up next to his friend, Darius, the tall, quiet one. Kofi flashed me a smile that should have been illegal. White teeth, warm eyes, and that dark skin practically glowing under the streetlights. You're quieter than I expected, he said gently. I laughed nervously, barely meeting his eyes. I'm new to this. He nodded, understanding without pressing. He didn't try to fill the silence with charm or pressure, just stayed present. That earned him major points. By the time we reached their apartment, I was breathing a little easier. And their place? Whoa. It was like something out of a design magazine, sleek furniture, massive windows, and the kind of view that made you pause mid-sentence. Bella and Darius settled in instantly, wine flowing, music vibing, acting like it was their own place.
Me?
I hovered at the edges like a nervous extra in someone else's story. You all right? Kofi's voice pulled me back. He stood beside me, voice low and kind. Yeah, I answer way too quickly. But he didn't laugh. Just gave me this look like he saw right through the mask. We only go at your pace. And somehow I believed him. That's when things shifted. The wine was doing its thing, smoothing the edges. But my nerves? Still jittery. The whole night had this haze of unreality to it. Perfume and cologne blending. Music filling every gap. A dream where all the rules were suspended. I'm not even sure who moved first. Maybe Kofi. Maybe Bella. But when his lips met mine, slow, almost questioning, my thoughts vanished. My body lit up. His kiss was soft at first, as if checking if I'd let him in. My hands fluttered awkwardly, unsure of where to land. But Kofi knew what he was doing. His hands grounded me, his warmth wrapped around me like safety and thrill all at once. Then Bella's signature laugh cut through the haze. "Girl, breathe," she whispered, skin close to mine. Then her lips brushed mine. Her kiss was nothing like Kofi's. It was playful, teasing, a jolt of boldness. Where he was careful, she was fearless. Her fingers traced my jaw, and I swear I forgot what breathing was. Kofi's hand tightened at my waist, keeping me anchored as my body tried to float away. And I didn't pull back. It was like every nerve woke up. Bella laughed against my lips, her eyes sparkling with secrets. "Natural," she whispered, her thumb grazing my cheek. When Darius stepped forward, his touch was tentative, respectful. His hands guided me gently closer, his kiss deliberate and warm, like he had all the time in the world. Things blurred beautifully after that. Every sound, every glance, it all meshed into something beyond explanation. Bella's hand grazed my arm. Darius's fingers brushed the small of my back. Kofi's lips trailed to my collarbone, featherlight but fire-hot. The way they touched, the way they looked, it wasn't overwhelming. It was layered, orchestrated. I couldn't keep track of who was where. Kofi whispered in my ear, sending chills everywhere. Bella giggled against my shoulder, her fingers guiding mine. Darius cupped my waist as if holding something fragile. And I let go. Kofi's kisses grew deeper, his hands knowing and gentle. Bella wrapped around my back, her breath brushing my neck, teasing and bold. It was chaos, but the kind that made you feel more alive than you ever had. Every second brought something new. Kofi holding my face like I might vanish. Bella laughing, eyes full of mischief and triumph. Darius anchoring me with his steady presence, his touches simple but seismic. Eventually, we collapsed onto the couch, laughing, breathless, tangled limbs and tangled thoughts. Bella stretched beside me like a lazy cat, humming some made-up tune, her head resting on my shoulder. Kofi leaned against me, his warmth steady. Darius sat nearby, head tilted back, his smile soft and quiet. "Well," Bella grinned, voice still buzzing, "that wasn't your average Netflix night." I laughed, a real, shaky laugh that rose from somewhere deep. "Definitely not." Kofi turned to me, eyes gentle. "You okay?" I nodded, heart still racing. "Yeah," I whispered. "I really am." Bella laced her fingers with mine. "Told you. Letting go is worth it." I smiled back at her, a smile I didn't have to fake. "Maybe you're right." The room hushed, but not in an awkward way.
Just peace.
The kind that settles after a storm. I leaned back, surrounded by warmth, by people who had seen the hidden parts of me. And instead of crumbling, I'd found something beautiful. What a night. Drop your own stories of breaking free in the comments below. If you want more real, wild, and raw journeys like this, hit that like button and subscribe. This ride's just getting started. Until next time, keep dancing with your shadows. They just might lead you to light.